Ang mga pananaw at opinyon ng pag-uulat ng mag-uulat sa programang ito ay hindi ang pangunahing posisyon o pahayag ng pamumunuan ng organisasyong ito. The views and opinions expressed in this live report are those of the presenter and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the management of this organization. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to One Inclusion Live Weekend. Today is Saturday, April 23, 2022. I am Carlos Miguel Kanahashi, your host for today, and we are broadcasting simultaneously on InkluRadio and to be viewed on the next day on the Hands in Inclusion Philippines YouTube channel. We shall commence our presentation in just a moment, and we will be back after our commercials. Now this.
Meron akong pangarap para sa aking pamilya, para sa aking kapwa, at para sa bayan. Kahit mahirap, kahit masakit, mahal ko kayong lahat. Kahit anong mangyari, ikaw, ako, tayo. Ating isisigaw sa mundo. Inklusibong may tatak, angat buhay itatahak. Matapang pa rin tayo. Ang tropa, hindi nang iiwan. Ang senyas, isang instrumento. Ilang beses matumba, tayo huling babangon. Luman ang ating pinagalingan. Tayo ay muling liliwan. Para sa pangarap, para sa pamilya, at para sa bayan. Tayo ang ilang. Tuloy ang inclusion.
Welcome back to One Inclusion Live. We shall now commence our presentation and our topic for this day. Hi everyone, here is my story about Lapu-Lapu versus Magellan. Let me tell you a story. The warriors of Lapu-Lapu overpowered and defeated a Spanish force fighting for Raha Umabol under the command of Ferdinand Magellan. who was killed in the battle. Lapu-Lapu and his army aimed their fire-hardened bamboo spears and poisoned arrows at the legs of their enemies, which led to the death of Ferdinand Magellan. They faced around 1,500 warriors of Lapu-Lapu, armed with iron swords, bows, and bamboo spears. Magellan repeated his offer not to attack them if Lapu-Lapu fought Raha Humabon. In other words, he sworn loyalty to Raha Humabon, obeyed the Spanish king, and paid tribute, which Lapu-Lapu again rejected. The person who killed Magellan is Lapu-Lapu, the tribal chief who famously vanquished Ferdinand Magellan, becoming the first Filipino hero to successfully resist colonization by a foreign power. The Battle of Mactan was a fierce clash on April 27, 1521. The warriors of Lapu-Lapu overpowered and defeated a Spanish force fighting for Raha Humabon under the command of a Portuguese explorer named Ferdinand Magellan, who was killed in the battle. Conversion to Catholicism and the betrayal of Magellan's crew made Raha Humabon an ally of Magellan. He also made a blood compact with Magellan as a sign of friendship. It was Humabon who had requested Magellan to kill Lapu-Lapu, the Datu of Mactan Island. On April 27, 1521, Lapu-Lapu fought Magellan and the change he wanted to bring with the Spanish flag. Lapu-Lapu's leadership at that time happened. Magellan and his men were defeated, and Lapu-Lapu is regarded as part of our national heroes in our country. Why did Lapu-Lapu refuse the favor and resist Magellan? Lapu-Lapu refused to submit to Magellan and incited the inhabitants of the other islands. Magellan saw the opportunity to show his powers and modern weaponry so that the rest of the sultans and the prince would fear him. On March 31st, 1521, the first documented Catholic Mass in the Philippines happened. It was conducted by Padre Pedro de Valderrama, which began Christianity and Roman Catholicism in our country. And this is one of our influences from Spain till this day. Raha Humabon, his wife, and hundreds of his native warriors accept Christianity through an agreement, and they were baptized. Ferdinand Magellan planted a cross to signify the important event about the spreading of the Roman Catholic faith in our country, especially in Cebu. Magellan was welcomed by Raha Colambu and Raha Siago. He named the islands San Lazaro, erected a cross, and claimed the lands for Spain. They took Magellan to Cebu to meet Raha Humabon. Raha Humabon and the 800 Cebuanos were baptized as Christians. In Philippine history, The Battle of Mactan and the rivalry between Lapu-Lapu versus Magellan is one of the most significant events in our history. It shows how the Filipinos were fearless in fighting against the foreigners who conquered our country. And to close my story, finally, the warriors of Lapu-Lapu overpowered and defeated a Spanish force fighting for Raha Humabon under the command of Magellan, who was killed in the battle. Because Magellan wanted to show off his army European armor, he asked the warriors of Raha Humabon to stay on the ship. Pingefeto wrote that Lapu-Lapu and his army aimed their fire-hardened bamboo spears and poison arrows to the legs of their enemy, which led to the death of Magellan. And that concludes my story. Thank you very much. Okay, we have before we conclude our our uh, topic, we all know that last year we celebrated a very historic event in the history of our country as we celebrate the 500th anniversary of the Battle of Mactan and the birth of Christianity in our country. And because of, as you all may know, on April 27 last year we celebrated the 500th anniversary of the birth of Christianity and the Battle of Mactan. This event reflects our history because this is part of the events related to the history of our country as well. So, as we close our topic, Lapu-Lapu versus Magellan are part of the key people in the Battle of Mactan, wherein the Lapu-Lapu's warriors overpowered and defeated Raha Humabon of Cebu under the command of Ferdinand Magellan, who was killed in the battle. So we now conclude our topic. Let us now move on to the next part of our show, which is Pulso 2022. For our Pulso 2022, yesterday, COMELEC activated the Voter Precinct Finder, wherein registered voters for the May 9, 2022 elections can now find their polling precinct online through COMELEC website on voterverifier.comelec.gov.ph/voter_precinct. Users will be asked to key in their location, their full name, and the region and city or municipality of registration. The voting information will show the place and the precinct number and as well as the voter status, if it's active or inactive. There are initial hiccups, including error and under-maintenance notifications. The site is so slow to load that there may be repeated attempts before information becomes available. Asked to comment on this issue, George Garcia said the public should give the system a day to make an adjustment. And that concludes our election 2022 updates. Let us get to know our election candidates for the May 9, 2022 elections entitled Sino Ka? Know Your Candidates in the 2022 elections. Our featured candidate for today is Leo Olarte. He is running for senator this year. He is a lawyer and a medical doctor where he specialized in orthopedics. He was the former president of the Philippine Medical Association from 2013 to 2014 and the current president of the Clean Air Philippines Movement Incorporated. He's a professor of law in Far Eastern University Institute of Law and the University of the East College of Law. And so this May 9, 2022, let's vote wisely and we pray for a clean and a fair election. So we now move on to the very important part of the show, which is our announcements. First, as part of the continuing efforts to support the Hands in Inclusion Philippines organization, we urge everyone, including our viewers, to purchase our products in our Hands in Inclusion Philippines online shop. So the products that we are selling are the t-shirts and the tote bags. For the t-shirts, it's available in red, black, blue, white, and yellow. Sizes and pink as well, and mustard yellow. Sizes are ranged between small to triple XL. Prices are ranged between 325 and 375 pesos. For the tote bags is available in white and black. Sizes are ranged between medium to large and 190 to 200 pesos are the sizes. If you want to purchase our products in the online shop, please let us know and kindly message us. Payment first before purchase because we'll be very strict on this. Our mode of payments are GCash and Union Bank only. The Housing Inclusion Philippines online shop is temporarily closed for areas under Alert Level 5, but it will continue to serve in areas under Alert Level 1 to 4 only. Its operating hours are from 12 midnight to 11:59 in the evening. For a full list of orders, please visit the Hansen Inclusion Philippines Facebook page or email us at hansen.inclusion@gmail.com. We at Hansen Inclusion Philippines needs your help. To be honest, many of us have been struggling with our financial problems in our organization. So, regardless, no matter what, it doesn't really matter if you're going to donate small amount or large amount. This will be a great big help to us. How can you do this? You may donate using GCash and Union Bank as well. And please continue to help Hansen Inclusion Philippines for its fundraising project. We're aiming to raise funds in our organization and let us have the time to rebuild in order for us to have a bigger, better, and a bolder organization. Proceeds from the sales in the online shop and for your donations will go to us in Hansen Inclusion for the expenses, the formality, including the SEC registration in the future, as well as the financial aid of the members due to the effect of the COVID-19 pandemic. So guys, for those who did this, you be graduated and thank you very much for your continuous generosity and for your support to our organization. If you want to purchase accessories from Ate Lady Jane Florese, you may message her on L Jane Accessories and you may contact her through Messenger or WhatsApp as well. If you have problems with your Windows and Apple laptops and desktop computers, if you have problems with your Android and iOS phones and tablet, if you want to download music, games, and movies, Sir Mark Paolo Betita is here to assist you. How can you do this? You may message him on Mark PC Laptop Repair Services. You may contact him at 0947-355-4759 or message him on Facebook, Mark Paolo Betita. And we have some events coming up for the month of April in Best Buddies Philippines. Later today at 4 p.m., right after this program, it is the Best Buddies Philippines Saturday series of learning entitled I Can Find Lessons in All My Experiences with teacher Lay Santa Maria of the Atma Prema Wellbeing Group. On April 29 is Buddies Be Friends at 8 p.m. And on April 30, I can focus and center myself with Teacher Lay of the Atma Prema Wellbeing Group. So if you want to join these events, including for April 29 and 30, Follow Best Buddies Philippines on Facebook and Instagram. Send them a message and they will send you the registration form and the link as well. Just a reminder, Best Buddies Philippines is a non-profit, non-denominational, and a non-political organization. We support a clean and fair elections and do not endorse any political party or candidate. As members of the BBP community, please refrain from endorsing a candidate during the activities of the organization. Invest by these Philippines, make a friend, be a friend. So if you're feeling hungry, especially for your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner, or for your merienda, or any occasion, you may want to order some of the foods from the Sobra Comfort Food Restaurant and the Kuya Korea Restaurant. For the Sobra Comfort Food Restaurant, the menus are for our rice bowls, for our all-day breakfast rather, tapa sobra, chicken tocino, corned beef brisket, homemade spam, and beef salpicao. Sizes range between solo to large. Prices are range between 265 pesos to 1,450 pesos. For our rice trays, we have beef bulgogi, beef shawarma, beef gyudon, pork wrapping, beef pork belly burnt, and char chicken, and boneless fried chicken. Sizes are range between solo to large. Prices are range between 265 pesos to 1,700 pesos. For our sandwiches, we have the fried chicken sandwich, pulled pro sandwich, corned beef sandwich, and chicken tocino sandwich. Sizes are range between regular, large, solo, and box of fours. Prices are range between 320 pesos to 1,540 pesos. For the pasta, we have mac and cheese and penne and gorgonzola. Sizes are range between solo to large. Prices are range between 290 pesos to 1,350 pesos. For the steps on how to order, head over to the Sobra Comfort Food website, select the dishes you want to order, choose between pick-up or delivery, pay conveniently to any of the safe, integrated payment methods, and your order is confirmed. Expect updates via text or email. If you want to crave for something Korean, then you want to order some of the foods from the Kuya Korea restaurant. The menus are for the rice bowls, beef bibimbap, beef bulgogi, pork samgyup, and K-pop chicken. Prices are range between 195 to 220 pesos. For the chicken, we have the boneless popcorn chicken. Sizes are range between half to whole. Prices are range between 235 to 435 pesos. And the flavors are gochu, ganjang, chicken, and K-buffalo. If you want to order there, please check the Kuya Korea website for orders as well. And on April 30, 2022, this coming next week, Saturday, the De La Salle College of St. Benilde, Manila, and Antipolo campus will have their virtual commencement exercises for first term 2021 to 2022. So, on behalf of Hands in Inclusion, we'd like to wish those who graduated to our Benildians who are graduating for first term 2021 to 2022, congratulations for doing ordinarily things extraordinarily well. On Saturday, April 30, 2022, we'll be having our first webinar for this year, Inclu Talks Aware for Autism. This will be this Saturday at 2 April 30, 2022 at 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on the Hands in Inclusion Philippines Facebook page and to be viewed on the same day on the YouTube channel of Hands in Inclusion. Lastly, follow Hands in Inclusion Philippines on our social media pages and its digital platforms as well. This will be a great big help to us and also to do this as early as now. Follow us on Facebook, Hands in Inclusion PH, InkluRadio, InkluSports, InkluHan, InkluGaming, and the online shop. Instagram, Hands in Inclusion PH. Twitter, HNI Pilipinas, Kumu, HNI Philippines, and subscribe to the YouTube channel of Hands on Inclusion Philippines. So guys, for those who did this, thank you very much as well. Coming up later on Magpayo Tayo Ka Inclusion, we'll be having our Kumustahan Tayo episode. So find out on this topic what we'll be discussing in our Kumustahan Tayo episode on Magpayo Tayo Ka Inclusion later tonight at 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. with me, yours truly, Carlos Kanahashi, Christian Chan, Asher Santos, and Mark Vituta on InkluRadio and to be viewed on the next day on the Hands in Inclusion Philippines YouTube channel. Now is the time for our greetings. First, for our birthday celebrants, we'd like to greet happy birthday to Denzel Chua and to Her Excellency Vice President of the Philippines, Lenny Robredo. To those who are celebrating their anniversaries, happy anniversary as well. And also for me, shout outs and greetings to my family, to Hands in Inclusion Philippines, Best Buddies Philippines, Best Buddies Benilde, and other PWD organizations, and to my high school and college friends. To those who are watching, it may be a good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in the world. And to those who missed this episode, it will be premiered on the next day on the Hands in Inclusion Philippines YouTube channel for your viewing pleasure. Now is the time for our words for the day. Lapu-Lapu is the first Filipino hero, famously vanquishing Ferdinand Magellan and his army in their attempt to colonize Mactan Island. Because of his triumph and his first successful resistance to the Spanish colonization. And that's why we need to show bravery and courage as well, so that we can show our own destiny and to show up at dapat magpakitang gilas tayo. And also, we would like to remind everyone that tomorrow is Sunday, and as Hands in Inclusion Philippines puts God first regardless of our faith, it is a day of rest and faith. And because of this, we should be courteous, considerate, and respectful to the people who are attending religious services. Your cooperation and your silence will be appreciated as we enter God's presence. Okay, that's a wrap for One Inclusion Live for Saturday, April 23, 2022. I'll be back here later tonight at 7 p.m. for Magpayo Tayo Ka Inclusion. On behalf of Answering Inclusion Philippines and InkluRadio, I am your host, Carlos Miguel Kanahashi. May awa ang Diyos, makakaraos pa tayo. Sama-sama tayong lalaban para sa pangarap, pamilya at bayan hanggang sa ating tatak para sa One Inclusion Nation. Di magandang hapon at pagpalain nawa tayo ng buong may kapal. May the Almighty God bless us all. Ngayong ikalima ng anibersaryo, makatotohanan ng inklusyon, angat buhay ang solusyon. Sa HNI, posible. Pilipinas, God first. HNI, God first. Thank you very much for watching. Have a blessed afternoon to all and a goodbye for now. Goodbye and thank you.